Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, August 20th, 2026. Crossword today's find you did how so?
Oh, please. I've had enough of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Just thought I would sort of open up with a bit of a teaser as far as the theme is concerned.
That was very good.
Thank you very much.
But yes, what a theme.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was doomed. I was going through, I always do the acrosses about a third at a time. I do a third of the acrosses and then the downs and a third more and a third more. And I'm like, I did not get anything in the first third of acrosses. And I'm like, oh, good grief, I'm doomed.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started doing the downs, some of which were very simple, like one down, URL starter, HTTP. I
Right.
knew that. So,
And then even the second one.
yes, the agency currently undergoing replenishment efforts. We all know that's
Right.
Arrow because it's been in the puzzle so many times.
And civil rights icon parks, 3 down.
Yeah,
Rosa. I mean, if you've been doing the crossword, you know all of those.
So then I thought, well, there's hope. There's hope.
Mm-hmm.
Those acrosses, I was just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And I don't even remember when I finally figured it out. But I did finally figure it out. And then I pretty much breezed through the rest of the puzzle. But for those of you who have done the puzzle and you couldn't figure it out, all of the across clues are written backwards. You have to read them backwards in order to figure out what the clue really is. So like one across, sound like heaven. If you read it backwards, it's heaven-like sound, and that's harp.
Right.
Or 14 across, brief in pants. Brief in pants. I'm like, what does that mean, brief in pants? But if you read it backwards, pants in brief, and the answer is trow, Trou. So, or the 5 across was game of observation for travel. I thought, oh, I know this. It's I Spy, but it didn't fit. It didn't fit. But if you read it backwards, it's travel for observation of game, and that's safari. So honestly, at first I thought, oh, they're just two-word answers, or they're just two-word clues. They're trying to just have all two-word clues, but that's not true because some of them had more than 2 words. So I thought, well, it's just 2 important words and then some, like articles or connectors or whatever. But that really didn't pan out either, but it just turned out they were all inverted. They were all written backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So once you turned them around, they weren't too hard either. So
no, once you turned them around, they were actually easy.
I
mean, most of these clues, doing 40 across, nothing doing would be doing nothing, idle.
Right.
39 across, sponge bath sponge, loofah.
Right.
I mean, if you've been doing the crossword for a while, the difficulty of none of these crosswords of these clues was pretty low.
But the clues written backwards seemed like real clues.
Yes.
It's like set off. 42 across, set off. I think we've had that as a clue before, but it was really offset. And the answer was defray.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then there was like land of spot. Land of spot. And spot was capitalized. I'm like, what does that mean? It turned out it was spot of land, and that was an islet, like in the sea, an islet. So
yeah, why did they capitalize that?
I'm not sure, but
I mean, because the clue read backwards would have started with a capital S, but they don't do that consistently.
No, they don't. But or 52 across, on off signs, but it was backwards, signs off on.
Right.
The answer was OKs. But cut short, 63 across. That sounds like a real clue, but the clue was really short cut, and that was snip.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, just it's pretty ingenious, but
and of course we did have the revealers in the downs.
Yes, that helped. That helped a lot. Yeah, we had the revealer 4 down was shift the gears of, in a way, or a hint to this puzzles across clues, and that was put in reverse. So yes, that helped. And then 23 distinctive expression or a hint to this puzzle's across clues, and that was turn of phrase. And then finally, 7 down went the length of the puzzle, and that was visionary, or what you'll need to return to when solving this puzzle's down clues, and that was forward thinking.
Yes.
So we had 2 clues telling you read them backwards, but then the down clues, it says forward thinking. So you read those the regular way. And yeah, those were some nice little hints on how to solve the puzzle.
I like the ones where they had the blanks. And so, for instance, 24 across was York blank, and the answer was Nueva, because you should have read the clue as blank York.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And they also had, 64 across rock dash blank. Well, if you read it as blank dash rock, that's alt rock.
Right. For that York one, I put Shire, Yorkshire. But it didn't.
Yeah, so what is Nueva? Is that
That's
Spanish?
New in Spanish.
That's new in Spanish. Okay.
Mhm.
So the Spaniards got there first?
Well, that's just the way someone who speaks Spanish would say.
Oh, I
New
see.
York.
Okay. Right. Good point.
Yeah, no, it was the Dutch. I
But
believe.
York doesn't get translated, only
No.
the Nueva.
No, because that's a proper name.
Hmm.
So, I mean, York. New York was named after York in England. So, yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Of course, one day they're going to have New York. Pretty sure I've seen that in some science fiction show.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot to say about the downs. I mean, they were things like 13 down, it's worth remembering, Alamo.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
And the one next to it, 12 down, Biblical Mount, Sinai.
Right.
We just had that yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some that some listeners would struggle with probably, let's see, 62. Well, actually, this was 62 across. Forum discussion, popular once, or once popular discussion forum, and the answer was Usenet.
Yes.
I bet there aren't too many people who know you or have used Usenet.
Uh-huh.
But in doing the acrosses, I really didn't understand what was going on either. But somehow I sort of looked at the words and could sort of see from the downs where they were going with it.
Well, it's like your brain was telling you, the words are there. You just need to kind of manipulate them in order to get something. Yeah, I have that same feeling. It's like, well, it seems familiar.
Yes.
It seems like I could think of a word for that. But
it's sort of a somewhat distressing feel.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, why is this right? I know there's something happening here. Something happening here. I can't tell what.
Yep, that's true. That's true. I have that same feeling.
I liked, let's see, I'm looking at the downs because again, the reading the acrosses from right to left. There are a couple that were maybe a little bit. It made you think just a little bit like noise about nags ? And that was nay.
Right.
That was sort of cute.
Uh-huh.
But even 58 across, details insignificant contests, which becomes contests insignificant details, that splits hairs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
But let's see, in the downs we had, I thought this was interesting. 10 down, one advocated for by the National Prison Project was an inmate.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of the National Prison Project?
Yes. Uh-huh.
You have, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gather
Yeah.
it does good things for prisoners.
Well, they reopen cases, not officially, but they say, well, let's take a look at this case again, and it's law students, I believe. It's run by some law school, and they have actually turned over cases. They have found evidence that shows that the person is innocent.
I hope the students get an A for that.
Yeah,
then.
they should. They should.
Hey, we got this innocent person off. Okay, A.
But I thought, what a great. It's great for the inmates, but also what a great thing for the students to be able to participate in something like that and actually, do the research and do all the legwork it takes to prepare a case.
Mm-hmm. We had 41 down. That was Univ, short for university, with an annual mystery hunt, and that was MIT.
That's right.
Did you know that?
No.
Apparently it's huge. There are 200 teams, 5,000 contestants, more than half on campus, and teams of 5 to 150 people. A team of 150 people.
Wow.
That's like an army unit.
Yeah. I wonder how they work together.
The objective of the hunt is to solve a set of puzzles in order to locate a coin hidden on the MIT campus.
Oh my.
Yeah, I bet this year they're all just using AI. You wait, the mystery. Let's see, when does it take place? On the Friday before Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
So January.
Yeah, okay. I bet that this year they're going to be like, whoa, this took them 1/3 of the time it did last year. AI is going to be, maybe they'll have like an AI driven, I mean, it is MIT. Maybe they'll have like one of the teams will just be a bunch of AI bots. And they'll tragically go berserk and kill the rest of the team. No, that won't happen.
I certainly hope not.
No. 55 down, NFL commentator Collinsworth was Chris, spelled without an H.
Yes.
But they have to say that all the time. That's Chris without an H. Do you know Chris Collinsworth?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were an NFL commentator, so I figured you would have heard them on a.
I do watch NFL football, but I don't remember Chris Collinsworth.
He was number 9, or she was number 9. I'm not sure if Chris is male or female here.
I just can't place that name.
60 down. The S of EST, abra. That sort of hurt my brain because we're taking an initialism and we're taking one of the middle initials and then we're spelling it out and then we're abbreviating it.
Yep.
It's just like, with this answer, please just stay still.
It was standard.
Yes, STD.
STD.
Because it was an abbreviation. Mm-hmm. And 28 down, I found this just staggering, like many cricket fields oval. So apparently, cricket fields, there is no uniform dimension. There's not even a uniform shape.
Oh my.
Even this is again from Wikipedia, it says, cricket is unusual among major sports in that there is no official rule for a fixed-shape ground for professional games. In some cases, fields are allowed to have even greater peculiarities, such as the 2.5-meter slope across the Lawrence cricket ground or the lime tree which sat inside the fence at the St. Lawrence ground. Makes an extra challenging cricket game.
I guess so.
There seems to be a piranha pit in the middle of the field. So they did point out, though, that, golf and apparently baseball. Well, I think they're talking maybe about Australian rules, football and baseball. They don't have fixed sizes. I'm assuming that, for instance, in the NFL or in the Major League Baseball, that all those fields are the same size.
Well, I think they're pretty much the same.
The infield
certainly the infield is the same size.
It'd be pretty bad
between bases.
Yes, if that varied from
right,
from one place to another.
Oh.
Actually, it's interesting. There was just the other day, there was a marathon that was run in Canada, and they measured wrong. And all the contestants, including these professionals who know pretty much exactly what they're going to get, were coming in with terrible times.
Oh.
And then they said, there's something wrong with the course. And then the organizer said, no, it's fine. And then the contestants remeasured it, and it was like 600 meters, like half a mile off, something like that.
Wow.
So, yeah, very embarrassing.
Oh, interesting.
So they got a bunch of people sort of slightly annoyed. 25 down was feature of San Francisco's Lombard Street, S.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's shaped like an S.
Well, it curves back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like a ribbon candy. So many S's.
Okay.
And it's on an incline, so it's kind of a challenge to drive it.
Yes, no doubt.
But many people do, so they can say they did. It's a tourist attraction.
Ooh, sounds like fun. Crossword for it. That's guess I will. All right.
Okay.
Hang on.
KO.
Let's try that from front to back. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the crossword.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Hope you're enjoying these podcasts. Let us know, crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com, or click on the Send Fan Mail link. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Friday's crossword, as well as a fun fact. All of that happening tomorrow.
Bye-bye.